Yo, 2013 two-wheel drive Ford Escape. This wonderful DEI truck is pulling this code. It's easy enough to do, so the first thing I did was just unplug this sensor. And I got a T25 Torx on here. I just unscrewed that and I took this sensor out and I swapped it with the other side. That way, if I have a sensor issue, I know that this code is going to go to the other tire. And I did that and I got the same code. So I know it's not a sensor. I got to look for a broken wire. I did a quick visual under the car and I didn't see anything because I'm blind. So I peeled back all of this junk and peeled this carpet back and look for a wire in this wire loom. You can always tell the ABS wires because they're twisted together. And they do that so they don't get any RF noise or anything from any of the wires that they're in the loom with. And I found these two wires. I was going to stab them here and check from here all the way to the back tire and see if I could find a break in the wire with continuity. And then I took this panel and peel that back with a bungee cord. There's like two 10mm on this plastic panel here. I just bent it backwards because there's a bolt right here in a really stupid spot. And then I got my tool. I got this tool and pulled it back. I peeled this wire back. You can't really see these wires because they're really tight, and lo and behold, I found a broken wire. So I didn't even have to do continuity to this stupid thing. I don't think I'm going to repair this harness. I think what I'm going to do is just use waterproof connectors and cut and splice these wires together and just do away with this connector altogether. It's really all I can do. Get out the razor blade, cut some more black tape without cutting my finger. I really don't want to cut into this insulation either because I want to use as much of this wire as I can. Looks like white orange goes to purple and the brown goes to yellow. God, I might be able to repair that. I wonder if I got a pin like that I can just steal off of something. I'm not going there. I want to make sure this wire's clean too. I'm going to strip it back plenty far. I don't feel any real serious corrosion right there. I'm going to fold it backwards. Make it a little thicker. Yeah, the sensor side wire isn't so skinny. I really didn't need to fold it in half, but it fit in there, so I did it. And this one, yeah, it's a good idea to fold it because it's really super thin wire. Now I'm going to shrink it up. Now this wire's so skinny. You got to make sure that juice inside this waterproof stuff squishes out of it. These wires are so skinny, I'm giving them a little pinch. They're really hot, which they should be. Just to squish some of that juice out of there and make sure these are nice and waterproof. And that should be good. Plug my silly sensor back in. Turn the key on. Erase my code. Read my code. Make sure everything's gone. No codes present. I'm winning. Now I gotta put this thing back together again. Now I'm black taping this loom back up. No shortage of black tape on this job. I'm sure I'll still get water intrusion inside this wire loom, but all this black tape I'm putting on the end here is going to help keep the wire from breaking and bending. I still got this piece I can use right here to keep that wire nice and stable. Here, I'll put this back up here for a stupid joke. There. That looks nice and comedic. It's got "I was here" written all over it. And then this bungee cord, I can flop this back up here. That one's kind of hard to see up there. There, I got it. Couple of 10 millimeters. You want to screw these in loosely because they're not that tough. This panel's kind of tricky in case you got to take this one off. You got some funky felty looking thing here. Just panel popping thingy-majiggies on here. Cheesy molding. Just like that. And it's a job. Okay, bye.